Vilnius, Lithuania, and today I'm going to talk about self-directedness in non-formal online business English courses, where I'm also going to present adult learners' perspectives. Let me introduce you to the content of my presentation. So first of all, I'm going to present the aim, objectives, and methodology that was used in the current research. Later on, I'm going to provide a definition of self-directedness and emphasize its importance in education. Then I'm going to talk about self-directed learning indicators that were used in the current research study. And finally, I'm going to provide you with a summary of findings, results, and conclusions. As perceived self-directedness while learning business English, which is English for specific purposes, in non-formal online courses. And to this end, their perspectives toward the indicators of self-directed learning were investigated as well. So here comes the objective of the study, which was to analyze the extent of adult learners' self-directedness by investigating their perspectives on the indicators of self-directed learning as it was defined by KHIAT'S. The main method that was applied in this study was quantitative methodology, and the research sample was composed of adult students learning business English in non-formal online courses in a language school. Overall, there was a total of 32 students, and the respondents' age ranged from 19 to 52 years old, with an average of 34.6. And let's try to comprehend the importance of it. So overall, the most common definition that is used is the one by Knowles, which says that in its broadest meaning, self-directed learning describes a process in which individuals take the initiative with or without the help of others in diagnosing their learning needs, formulating learning goals, identifying resources for learning, choosing and implementing appropriate learning strategies, as well as evaluating learning outcomes. Similarly, another author, Long, emphasized self-directedness as a mental process where learners have to take responsibility in a determined way in order to make decisions about their learning goals. Dutra Brits emphasized the importance of the implementation of self-directedness in education because in order to ensure that learners are ready to be able to learn like all over their lives. So in this case, self-directedness is essential for lifelong self-directed learning. Finally, Slakov Singh stated that it's not enough to teach students only linguistic and language knowledge in ESP classes. That's why all ESP classes should be designed in a way that learners would obtain opportunities to gain 21st century skills, such as finding, interpreting, and being able to apply information in particular situations. In the current research study, and they are goal setting, time management, procrastination management, assignment preparation, final test preparation, note-taking capability, research capability, technical readiness, online class readiness, and stress management. It's worthwhile to mention that the original questionnaire consisted of 66 questions covering 11 indicators of self-directedness that measured students' perceived competence level of self-directed learning. However, all the respondents' ESP classes were organized online. That's why the current study excluded the questions related to students' preparedness for face-to-face classes and seminars, and also 2 statements of the indicator related to research capability were excluded as well. That's why 10 indicators containing 58 statements were selected for the current research, and here you can see all these 10 indicators. Shows the main results that were obtained after the respondents had answered the questionnaire. So we can make a certain summary. So we can see that technical readiness, note-taking capability, online class readiness, assignment preparation were the indicators that were evaluated in the highest levels because their score was higher than 5. Also, such indicators as goal setting and research capability were evaluated highly as well. So, because their score was above 5, which was 519 and 516 for research capability. Again, we can see that technical readiness, note-taking capability, online class readiness, assignment preparation, goal setting, research capability were evaluated in the highest levels. However, indicators as time management, stress management, procrastination management, final test preparation were evaluated lower because their score was below 5. We can make certain conclusions. We can see that the feedback that was received from students shows that they know, acknowledge, and highly evaluate their levels of self-directedness in non-formal online ESP courses in terms of their digital competencies, such as technical readiness, note-taking capability, online class readiness, and assignment preparation. So it means that students believe that the internet makes their life more interesting, and they use social media such as Facebook, Twitter, and internet forums regularly. And what regards note-taking capability, so it means that they understood all their assigned readings and they could relate the content of the readings to the course objectives, and they could understand what was written in their notes during online presentations. What regards online class readiness, so it shows that students understood what their instructor said during online presentations. Also, they could focus when they were participating in online presentations. And assignment preparation, so it shows that their evaluation shows that they did quite well for their assignments and they knew how to write them, how to prepare them, and they believed that the information they gathered for their assignments was relevant. So such competencies allow for learners' independence and self-directedness. Also, such indicators as goal setting and research capability were positively evaluated as well. So it shows that they managed to monitor their course achievements as well as set targets for their assignments and examinations. For the present research are related to adult learners' perceived lower competencies in procrastination, stress and time management, as well as final test preparation. So it shows that with regards procrastination management, so perhaps they had difficulties in following their study schedule, or with regards stress, so perhaps they encountered some tiredness, or they experienced some tiredness while studying, or they felt worried about delivering or submitting their assignments on time. With regards time management, so this evaluation shows that perhaps adult learners experience some difficulties in finding time to study the learning materials and resources in a course, or maybe they felt that they had too much to accomplish in terms of learning towards the end of each course, or perhaps they did not submit some of their assignments on time. And with regards final test preparation, so perhaps adult learners encountered some difficulties with preparing for their final test, and maybe they felt nervous, or they experienced some difficulties in performing well in tests and examinations. So these results suggest that adult learners felt procrastination, stress, and inability to manage their time effectively due to the negative effects of the COVID-19 pandemic and the sudden transition to online learning, as well as their constant duties to balance between family, work, and other commitments they had. So these outcomes should motivate educators to apply the strategy of self-directed learning in order to help learners deal with such challenges as have just been mentioned, as well as increase their motivation and achieve more effective learning results. That was used for conducting this research study. Much for your attention, and I look forward to meeting you in future conferences.